This is Contractor Sense with Ruth King.
Welcome to Contractor Sense. Here you discover ideas, tactics, news, and information that matters to your contracting business and you. I'm your host, Ruth King. This episode is sponsored by Financially Fit Business. Get the business tool that turns your financial statements into impactful graphs that help you see what your business trends are to make sure that they are headed in the right direction. Go to www.financiallyfit.business and get started today. Thank you for joining us. Here is how we will help your business and you. This is part 2 of the conversation that James Hatfield and I are having about AI in the contracting world. Remember that James is the CRO of LiveSwitch, a global technology company that serves the trades and other small businesses. And as he describes it, it's how FaceTime and ChatGPT had a baby. Is that what? Did I do that right?
Yep, had a baby and made it for the trades.
Welcome back. Thank you, James. So we ended the last conversation with robotics and with assumptive and things like that with respect to AI. And as you said in the explanation and the example you gave is, you can have AI listen to all of your telephone conversations for a specific person and flag whatever you need flagged, correct?
Correct.
So that saves you time, but it's almost like, Big Brother is watching you.
Yeah. And when Big Brother works,
Yes.
It's helpful, right? Especially when it's not your employee's fault, right? Customers actually make mistakes. It's crazy. I know that everyone says the customer is always right, but sometimes the customer forgets. Like as an example, I used to be a painter. Sometimes we go and we paint the entire house. It looks beautiful. We do the final walk around, and then the owner's like, "Hey, you dinged up my gutters." I'm like, "No, you just haven't noticed them because your house did not look this beautiful, but they were already dinged up." So if Big Brother was watching and seeing all the videos and going back to the instant replay, that could help me not have a nonprofit of a company that day.
This actually happened because they do record their phone calls, and they have the little statement on there for one of my clients, and the customer called and said, "Go ahead and do this job." And, it was literally, she called in and said it and it was recorded. And then she called back and said, "I never told you to start the job." And they played the recording for her. So, I mean, that solved a whole lot of thing when they try to get paid for the job. "I never told you to start it." Well, yes, you did. Here's the recording of it. So, customers may forget or customers may want to cheat. Let's be real here.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happens. And employees that are worried about are employees that have something to hide, right? Like having Big Brother is around transparency, and transparency builds trust, and trust equals lots of solid cash flow for your company.
So how do you do recurring revenue with AI? You mentioned that in the last episode, but we never really delved into that.
Yep. So recurring revenue can be found, and for everybody, I don't want to assume everyone knows that, this is repeat business from customers you already have. So what a lot of our customers are doing are when they've done the work, they will go and put up a QR code on the property of the business or the residence. So imagine I am a plumber and I have put a QR code on the water heater. So that way, if ever the water heater goes down, the first thing people do is they walk to the water heater because everyone looks at the problem, right? When there's a wreck on the other side of the highway, we still are backed up. And you're like, guys, you just have to look at it. It's the same thing in our homes, right? In our businesses. So then we go and look at the physical object. A lot of cool things are happening. One, we're trying to prevent someone from Googling or using AI, "plumbers near me," right? I guess this is my plumber. They know what they're doing. It's got their name and phone number and a QR code. So now that customer can scan the QR code, put in their name, and then take a video. Say, "I think something's wrong with my water heat. It hasn't been heating up. This way, making a weird sound. And we'd like someone to come over here and take a look." Done. A video goes up into the cloud. AI reviews it, starts to initially analyze it. I literally, about 6 weeks ago, uploaded a 30-second video of my HVAC system. It had a pan full of water. It was leaking, and there was water all over the floor.
No float switch.
Well, here's what happened. I scanned it. The 30-second video went through the HVAC diagnostic tool. It said the most likely cause of the reason for this is that you have algae and dust collected in your drain line. Here are the steps to fix it. My technician went over, undid the drain line. Algae went everywhere. He looks at me and he goes, "Can I buy stock in your company?" Yeah, it can help with that. So the recurring revenue comes from now customers are getting comfortable scanning QR codes, taking videos of any of the work. You're getting pinged, you're having AI review it, and then your salesperson or technician is now armed with the idea of what might be going on so they can get and come quickly. Customers want convenience, they want things fast and easy, right? And this is one way to start doing AI with video and QR codes for your
Yeah,
recurring revenue.
absolutely. So I had something very similar to happen. I came home from a trip, and thankfully we have a float switch on my upstairs air conditioner, which is over my bedroom. And I'm going upstairs and then feeling the heat gradient, and sure enough, float switch stopped the pan from leaking, and I didn't have water all over my ceiling. Technician came and we took care of it. But you need
Beautiful.
a float switch. If you don't,
Yes, my float switch definitely triggered, and then we found out the issue was the dust and the algae and from the AI.
So did the tech tell you how to take care of that problem?
So what happened? The tech came over. My wife called them over, and I said, "Hey, you don't know this. I run a large tech company. I want to show you what AI is able to do." So I sent him a tech, and I said, "Do not tell it what you think it is." And so he took the 30-second video from his phone. We ran the AI HVAC diagnosis. It nailed it, and that's when he was like, "Can I buy stock in your company?" He was so blown away.
Yeah, this is where the industry is heading. All of our industries are heading, and that's where the trades are heading. I mean, again, AI can help. It still needed the eyes to verify that what AI said was correct and take care of the issue.
That's right. And it also does all the documentation, right? There's no need for people to enter data on keyboards anymore. That's a very low value activity for your team as well.
It's also entering data on keyboards is transposition of numbers, transposition of letters, things that, misspelled words that don't need to be there anymore.
Yeah, and now all they have to do is take a phone out of their pocket, hit the record button, and start talking about what they're going to do or what they did. And then it'll transcribe everything, and you have a video of it as well if you need to go back to
absolutely. It will save your butt. Promise you from there.
Yes.
All right, before we take a break, give us the website one last time.
Yeah, if you want to find us, it's liveswitch.com, LiveSwitch.com, and come and click on a demo.
Very good. We will be right back. Thanks for listening to Contractor Sense.
Imagine you had total freedom. You didn't have to worry about money. You didn't have to be a slave to your business. The words, "I can't," are eliminated from your vocabulary. What if you could do what you want to do, whenever you want to do it? A financially fit business could give you that freedom. How? By knowing what your financial statements are telling you and taking action based on what they say. You can do this in less than 10 minutes a month at an investment of less than taking your family out to dinner once a month. And if your financial statements are a mess, you can get help. Go to www.financiallyfit.business or click on the QR code below to get started today.
We're back. James Hatfield and I have had a wonderful conversation about AI in the trades and some of the things that are actually here now so that we can invest our times in things that are more impactful and help our clients better and help our employees better rather than the mundane, day-to-day boring transcription, entering data by hand or by keyboard. So, James, before the break, you mentioned we don't have to do keyboards anymore. Do you see a point in time where there won't be one, or is it always going to be there?
They will always have a keyboard probably on your devices, but you'll find you'll use it less and less, especially your technicians in the field and salespeople. It's just not needed. You have transcription, and we're getting to a place now, and it's already a reality, that you can have agents, AI agents, that you can choose. I want this person to be this age. I want them with this kind of tone of voice. They need to be from the Georgia area tone, and I want them to be my salesperson. And what ends up happening is when people phone call in, it's hard to even tell that you're talking to AI. It's gotten so good, but you want, and a big thing you want to do is have it announced that it is an AI agent. And at any time, if they want to talk to a person, to ask for it. You never want to trick somebody. That is really bad. So you let it know, hey, I'm the AI agent for, Ruth King HVAC. How can I help you? And the person starts talking to it, and then it can even schedule, it can call back. We're getting to a place soon where now we were talking about QR codes and videos where a person could scan a QR code, take a video, the AI will review it, then the AI agent makes the phone call. Says, hey, we reviewed everything. Here's what we're seeing. I'm calling to schedule a technician to come out on your behalf.
Yeah, that's cool. So how do you get an agent?
There's a bunch of different companies out there. One like Sales AI, amongst many, where you go and they sell these AI agents, and you just train it with all of your stuff. Fantastic software. I've met their co-founder, and I definitely recommend.
So they do it just for salespeople, or for whatever?
For whatever. You can have it be a backup for every one of your salespeople. They can be sales assistants. They can be proactive sales AI agents. They can be dispatch. You can have all different kinds of personalities and personas for each one of your agents. You'll end up naming them. Like, this is Sally, and this is Joe, and this is Bob, and here's what they do. It's pretty amazing.
I can see it now, the dispatch function, which is one of the hardest and most stressful parts of any service company. I'm not saying HVAC, plumbing, electrical, pool and spa, generator, whatever, lawn care. That is the most stressful job. And if you can have an AI agent be your dispatcher, more power to you.
Oh, yeah. And, the AI agent dispatch can only go so far, right? And it can answer simple questions. Sometimes the questions are so simple, it's worth it, right? But sometimes it's a little more technical. So the next layer is when it goes to your actual human agent, the human agent can use something like a LiveSwitch to send a text, and the person can tap on it and then show them, especially in a 24/7 situation when somebody thinks, it's DEFCON 5 over here. Can I see that before I dispatch my team at 11 p.m. at night, and they see it and it's like a leaky toilet, right? Someone's just overreacting. And these are actual stories, right? Another one is people call dispatch late, say, oh, it's no big deal. Maybe we can get here tomorrow. And they're like, well, why don't we take a look at it? Yeah, you have 6 inches of water in your basement. We're sending the cavalry. That is not good, So it just helps seeing things, especially when you're trying to ask, one of your prospects to describe what they're seeing or hearing. That
no, it
goes
doesn't.
well.
You actually need the video, which you can do now on your cell phones. Do you ever run into people who don't have a cell phone ever?
It can happen. It's not common, but it can happen. And bless their soul, But hey, this is what I remember running my contracting company, my painting company. I worked out of a phone book. I didn't have a computer. I was still using carbon copies. So we were calling for phones with the little squiggly cords.
Yeah.
So I can go old school.
That's really old school. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know anybody who has a fax machine anymore, to tell you the honest truth.
Oh, I know a couple of companies that are still working with a fax machine.
So anyway, all right. In the last few minutes that we have together, why don't you give us your take on where AI is actually going with the trades?
It's going in so many directions, right? And every different layer of your business will interact with different pieces of AI that are be tuned up for that part of the process. The thing that we have going on now with ChatGPT and Gemini and the rest is it's a catch-all, right? It's to try to do everything. And that's great, but sometimes you need the AI to know the part of that process. And so they start to tune the AI into everything. So you're going to see AI within all of your other software, and you're going to start putting it into different parts of your process, relying on different, AI wrappers, so to speak, for each one of those parts of your business. Whether you're doing something like with Ruth and having it analyze financials, or doing something like with us where it's analyzing the work, or you're having it do like ChatGPT and help me with some marketing pieces and get a campaign going. You're going to find that you're going to see AI in all different part of your journey, with your customer buying journey, and also your staff journey, and where it's going to start playing, whether it's on the sales side, the install side, the callback side, the marketing side. AI is going to be in every part of your business. And
and just remember, everybody who's listening, it's not taking over your business. It's the next tool for your business, and use it as a tool.
That's correct. Like I said earlier, think of it like the Iron Man suit. This is your Iron Man is still needed. But there's things that you're doing in your business right now, and your team is doing in your business, that you can be way more efficient, and it's going to affect your bottom and top line in both ways, whether it's the customer experience and the speed that you're working at, or just your consistency, the quality of your work. It's your Copilot. I really love how Microsoft named it, and we all could use a Copilot.
I want a robot.
Oh, I definitely want a robot. I absolutely want one. I want it to look like the little, from Wall-E, the little Eva.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of kids. That's what I want my
Well,
robot to look
one of my clients just sent me a picture of a robot that he found in downtown Atlanta crossing the street. It was cool.
Amazing. I really am excited about what robotics is going to do in healthcare, especially for our
Yes.
aging population, and what it can do for people that their memory is no longer available, and what a robot would be able to do as a companion for all
Yep.
kinds of things.
Yes,
I'm
I am
excited.
too, but that's a
That'd be cool.
discussion for another day.
Okay, I'll stop.
So again, the website, if people are interested.
It's LiveSwitch, LiveSwitch.com. Head over there and click on a demo, and my fabulous team will make sure you're well taken
All
care of.
right, James, thank you so much for joining me for these past 2 sessions. I appreciate it, and I hope, and I know our audience will appreciate it also.
Thank you.
And thanks to all of you for joining us. Choose one thing that you discovered and implement it in your business. These ideas, tactics, and strategies help you make more money, have more free time, and give back. If you like today's program, spread the word. Please review this podcast on any device you're listening to it on. Help a fellow contractor make more money, too. For comments or questions, call me at 770-729-0258 or email Ruth King at hvacchannel.tv. Thanks for listening. Have a great and profitable day.